Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Business Growth Accelerator. Brandon here, your Chief Business Strategist, coming to you live with a fantastic guest, Miss Professor Nalini Om from Mind Yoga. Super excited to have her on the show. We met a couple weeks back in a local Facebook group based out of the Castleberry, Florida area. And Miss Nalini was very brave in raising her hand to come on to the Business Growth Accelerator to share her journey, her business journey, and provide some insights leading into 2025 when it comes to everything mindset and your business and taking it to the next level. Miss Nalini, welcome to the show.
Hi, Brandon. Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you for coming here. Thank you for welcoming me. Thanks for having me, Brandon. It's a
Ab-
wonderful, a nice way to get to know more about each other and talking about my vision and mission about yoga project that I have taken up. I call it a yoga project because there is a message that I would like to pass on. And through this interview, I get to share that with everyone and with you, Brandon. Thank you.
Absolutely looking forward to it. Again, it's my pleasure to have you on. So we can go ahead and get right into it. You kind of brought it up, and I'm going to assume it's part of your Temple Yoga Club that this mission is a part of. So how did you get started with that?
I'm teaching yoga for over 18 years, I must say, 2002 from then. And I've been teaching from 2016 online and one-to-one sessions over the period of time. This entire period of time, what I noticed, Brandon, is that yoga is popular for physical stretching and physical exercises. But there is more to yoga, the part of yoga which helped me come back to life. Does it mean that I did go to the other side of the world, the side of life? Yes, I did. And that is how it all started, Brandon. Mind yoga is part of Temple Yoga Club since I started, but it was not concrete enough for me to say that this is the mission of Temple Yoga Club. I hope I answered your question. In a way, yes. In a way, no.
No, it's definitely a great start there. So give me a little bit more insights then on yoga as a whole. And I know it's great for physical fitness, mental well-being, and things like that. But how does your philosophy take it to the next level?
I'll answer this in two parts. First of all, what is yoga? To begin with, yoga is more about knowing ourselves as a complete being. I said that because we are this body as well as the part of us which is not tangible, which is not the body, the one which generates thoughts and processes thoughts, and it's not just the body. So that is, I call it the mind. So yoga is for both the body, which is tangible, and for the mind, which is not visible. And coming to that yoga definition, that is actually yoga is. Let me say it in a more simpler way. Yoga is popular worldwide for physical activity, but yoga is, however, more than that. It's actually, or yoga is more for the mind. So I call it the mind yoga. And next question you asked was, how does it help or what is it for? Your question was something like
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
So yoga as a whole, yoga as a method is uh, for all aspects of life, for understanding ourselves, our behavior, health, strength, and our relationships with others, as well as fulfilling the purpose of this human life. The reason why I said that is because, hey, humans can read, understand, learn, and apply. Animals must be having more intuition than us, must be more calmer than us, but they cannot read and apply and evolve the way humans can. So that is something that I understood. And that is how yoga helped me at a point when I felt like nobody in this world was helping or could help. If you don't mind, can I give a little story here?
Absolutely. Floor is yours.
So in 2002, there was a point when I was feeling this excruciating pain in lower abdomen. It was just 1 week after my C-section, right after giving birth. And I went to doctors complaining about the pain, and they needed to do more tests, but they couldn't because I was nursing my baby at that time. So though medical world was there around, there were medical doctors, medical facilities, they couldn't help me because they couldn't do many tests on me, and I couldn't take depression medicine instantly or some strong painkiller. So I had to rely on something inside me to keep myself alive. And that is when this method called Chaturvyuha method, which is a sequence of 4 steps with which we can understand what we are going through and heal ourselves, which is part of yoga. Again, it is called Chaturvyuha method. How we can connect with ourselves, understand what is going on within, and come up with solutions, or find, if we cannot come up with solutions ourselves, we can at least develop the capacity to find the solution. That is how my yoga journey started. In a way, yoga chose me, yoga came, and I was safe.
Wow, that's an absolutely amazing story. And, kind of trying to think of the word here, inspirational in the sense that, the mind and the body is such a powerful vessel and able to heal itself. We don't really think of those things, in the sense of self-healing and the meditations and the physical activity that's needed to, bring about the healing processes of the body. And that is absolutely amazing that you were able to accomplish that. At what point in time did you see this method as a way to kind of build a business around it and help other people?
So when I started learning yoga, that was the point of time in my life when I was drawn into it, or drawn towards it, right? So when I was learning or getting yoga certification, at that time I understood that yoga is more than physical activity. And we start with physical exercises because it is easy to learn. At that time, I never thought that this would be my mission, or this would be a business, or this would be a mode through which I would want to reach many people who are going through a similar situation, who cannot be helped by anything around them. So at that time, no, I did not think about it as business. So after learning yoga, got my yoga certification, gradually I started sharing this knowledge with my friends. And then at that time, Facebook also came up around 2008. Many people were logging in there and creating their accounts, and so much going on. So I said, let me explore into this because I have a graduation degree, a post-graduation degree in computer applications also. So it is all a combination. It all kind of rolled itself and came out. And at that time, I said, okay, let me give it to more people. Let me share it with more people. That is how it started. And then later on, I said, I want to see if I can reach more people. And that is when I joined Chinmaya Mission for teaching this yoga, and Hindu University of America teaching yoga as physical exercise. That is where gradually it kind of evolved. It did not come up as business idea to begin with.
That's usually how the best businesses do get started. And without the mission of, helping people at its foundation, it does make it very difficult to get the message out there. So that's definitely a great way to have gotten started and continuing to grow organically. So when you got your first yoga client, what was it like? What did you actually do to land that first deal?
I don't remember which one was my first yoga paid session. Okay, I think I don't quite remember how it all
Okay.
started. As I said, I started sharing or conducting classes at home for my friends and people whom I know. And then somebody said that, hey, why don't you give paid classes? I think there is space at Chinmaya Mission. And there I started doing a Hindu temple, actually, first Hindu temple in, that's the group where I started. Then Hindu University of America founder, at that time, I met him somewhere and he said, "Hey, would you like to come and teach at Hindu University of America?" There I said, "Okay, I'm coming all the way. So I would like to give it for paid. I would like to give it as paid sessions." That is how it all started. Now I remember.
There you go. That's all it takes. Just takes that one person to see the value that you are giving, both, physically and mentally, to then reap the rewards. And that's absolutely awesome. So I know yoga takes a lot of focus for it to be effective. You kind of have to be in that right, state of mind. So when it comes to building your own business and helping other people, either in business or not, with their yoga, what kind of emphasis do you put on focus, and how do you use it in your own daily routine and help others?
I would like to define here first what is focus, and
Okay.
then I'll head to this part, how focus helps me, and how it can help anyone around. I think it's essential. First of all, what is focus? Focus is fixing our mind, which is flickery, fidgety,
Mm-hmm.
goes everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I would contradict my own definition because I need to clarify something here. First of all, what is mind? Mind is the field in which we live. Mind is the one which generates thoughts or receives thoughts, and it conveys it to our brain, and those thoughts work through our brain. So that is a little clarity or difference between brain and mind. So mind is a field in which we live in. So if it is a field, how is it possible that it is fidgety or it will wander? A focus is keeping the mind on one, fixing the mind on one activity. If mind is not going anywhere, then what is it that we are trying to fix? So later on, I understood that it is not mind which wanders. So if we want to focus or fix our attention, then it is our awareness that we need to bring back. Awareness is something in us which wanders. Now, if anybody wants to know what is awareness, if it is too complex or it is too easy, either way, awareness is me knowing what is going on. Me knowing what is going on with my attention. Me going on thinking about an activity in front of me. If I'm thinking about doing this interview, but I'm thinking also about if I put something on stove
Mm-hmm.
and if it is burning, then it is my awareness that has wandered, which happens a lot when we are doing the work. So again, putting
Mm-hmm.
it all together, focus is fixing our attention on one task, and it is our awareness that wanders, which does not stay on a task that we are doing. How is it important? Whenever we do any kind of work with more focus, we get great results. We can achieve good results. If we can pay attention and if we can focus, that is very essential, keeping our attention. Am I saying that we should be really rigid about it? No, it's impossible to keep our attention completely on one activity if it is going on for 5 minutes or 50 minutes. It's hard. So the activity of focus, which I learned through yoga, is using a tool inside us so that we can keep our attention in place. And when it wanders, realizing that it has wandered, it left, it went to some other place, or it is not in place, and bringing it back again and again and again, so that we can keep our attention or continue the attention on the work that we are doing and achieve good results. We all want to achieve good results, don't we? So
Absolutely.
this is something that is essential, is what I felt. If it is too long, I can summarize it again, Brandon.
No, I think that was perfect. And, it got me, thinking as you were stating that, at least for myself, staying focused is a very difficult task. I don't know if I have the adult ADD or anything of that nature, but I was thinking with all of the apps that we have now in front of us and the notifications that we get on our phone, the latest and breaking news and, the 30-second reels and things like that. How difficult is it now to, when you're helping somebody break people from that dopamine hit that they need every time that their phone flashes?
First of all, that ADD thing, I also feel that I have it, especially because with the practice of focus, I felt like I must be severely ADD. Only when we try to notice how much our awareness wanders, slips and goes away, that is when we would really know that it is not staying in place. And I bet everybody would say the same thing because it is not human. It is not human. Let me quickly give one little explanation, which is quite scientific. By the way, let me squeeze in my credentials here.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a professor of biology. And the reason why I thought that I would never do yoga to begin with, I would never believe in yoga concepts, is because I would rely more on scientific, evidence-based facts than facts which are given in our philosophy or any philosophy per se. So I would question everything, right? So coming to this mind wandering, or else the right way to say awareness wandering, there is a very good reason why it wanders, why it leaves you, why it looks everywhere, why it does not stay on one activity. The reason is when humans were evolving early days, at that time we were surrounded by wild animals. We did not live in protected houses, right? And
Mhm.
we were surrounded by enemy tribes. Anybody could come and jab at you and take your children and women away or food away. So if something is moving on sides, then you will quickly look, right? That is why our awareness wanders. It is for our safety. It should be. It should wander. That is right. It is not wrong at all in first place. If we think that my awareness wanders so much, I'm so distracted all the time, it is nothing wrong. It is nothing wrong. And it is okay. And with the practice of focus, it gradually improves so that we are getting the work done, quality work done, and in a short amount of time so that we can enjoy the leftover time because we want entertainment, we want to relax. We cannot be frigid all the time and paying attention and stiff. And
Mm.
coming back to your question, would you mind asking the question again?
Yeah. How do you kind of get over the dopamine hits every time your phone, buzzes or dings to have that urge to pick it up?
Yeah. Uh, I think everybody knows this, but I will just repeat or reiterate on that. When something is distracting, recognizing that it is taking my focus away and me staying on this task is important, that determination, that awareness itself is enough. But on top of this, I would like to add one thing that, hey, somebody might be trying to reach you desperately. It could be a family member who needs your attention, right? In that case, I would say that tell your family members in advance that I'm doing a focused activity during this time every day or these days. And if you need me, please text me or call me. If you need my attention, I need to be there. If I do not reply immediately, then please understand that I'm totally engrossed in something. And if you need my attention, definitely call me and message me so that I can attend to it. Otherwise, just know that I'm occupied doing something important. And that is, I think, that little warning or informing family members would be a good idea. And everything else, I bet all these notifications can wait.
For sure. I need to definitely get into my phone and shut them all down. I get way too many. So, kind of continuing on with that and becoming more productive and focused, and you with your expertise in yoga, how can those principles, the principles of yoga, be applied to the business space to enhance productivity, even from the owner standpoint or even down to the employees?
I would suggest two tools here. I'm growing as well, right? I haven't touched the point where I feel like I did it all. It's good. The growth is so satisfactory that I don't have to do it anymore. No, I would like to grow and reach more people. So my business is growing, definitely. So coming to that, when you're growing your business, what are those two principles or techniques from yoga which would help a business person grow? One is when we are doing any business-based activity, first thing I think is plan it out, divide it into small, manageable, smart chunks so that you can attend to those and work on them and achieve your goals. And when you're doing those, pay attention to what you're doing. And if that is something that requires a little bit more help, then this is what I do. I pay attention to my breath. I use breath as my tool to bring my awareness again and again and again. If something is so complex that it is something that I'm not able to manage myself completely because I depend on other organizations or customer support who need 24 hours, 48 hours, and it is not totally under my control, then I really need to get my attention. And I need to tell myself that no, it has to wait, right? And another thing, in order to achieve success in business, the yoga technique, it is not quite a yoga technique, but it is little different, is tracking our own progress. Tracking our own progress. It is dependent on that first step, which is making a plan, dividing it into chunks, and with focused attention, we are working on those goals. And when that working on those goals is difficult or complex, then use this yoga technique of calming your mind and increasing your potential by calming ourselves down. Because when we are calm, we have more energy. Trust me, when we are calm, we have more energy. When we are restless, then yes, we have less energy. And second one is tracking our progress every week. Did I do this much? Did I finish this? I would like to add just one thing here, Brandon. When we are trying to attain our goals, achieve our goals, definitely our questioning mind or self-doubt will creep in. And there would be a point of time in life when you are probably not doing anything, you're not working, or you're not accomplishing those goals. It could be the downtime where we are feeling really low and not doing anything or doing many things, but nothing is working out. There is a possibility. I have been through it. I don't know whether you have been through it or not, but I have seen this happening. No results. And those no results, they affect my confidence. I start to doubt my own potential, saying that probably, whatever I'm doing is actually it's baseless, or maybe I'm not prepared enough. That self-doubt will creep in. It could be also called imposter syndrome. Sometimes we are doubting ourselves so much that we feel like we are total fake, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, self-doubt has creeped in once or twice in my own journey. I've been kind of cracking at this since was it 2021, and there's definitely been some ups and downs, successes and failures, and the failures are kind of when that doubt creeps in. But if you can overcome it and realize that it's just a stumbling block, you can uh, you know get through it and get to that next peak.
Like to say that at that time, just know that you're going back so that you can jump. You can jump, and that jump will take you forward.
For
So
sure.
whenever that self-doubt creeps in, just know that this downtime is because your mind and your energies and your karma is preparing you something for something really big in future. Let that self-doubt be, experience that and feel it, but don't break. Just wait at that time, and you will see that you will just go forward after some time.
We keep that in mind moving forward when I do get down on myself there. So I'm sure you've helped out hundreds of people over the time since you got started with yoga. Do you have that one particular success story that you've significantly improved somebody's focus and potentially their business?
Personally, because mine is with people directly, right? Not business as a business. I did not do business to business yet. I would like to give two examples here. One person wanted to reduce her belly fat, and I showed simple two exercises. And with that, she went from nice small paunch to 3 pack, which is quite an achievement. If you talk about results, then that is one thing. And another person was going through a lot of health issues, metabolic syndrome, like blood pressure, cholesterol, fatty liver, and diabetes. All these were going on. I told that person that keto diet and all that, I really do not know how they would work. If you are already on them, I wouldn't ask you to stop all of them directly or right away. But something that I can suggest you is start from today. Start from today eating vegetables and graze, graze, graze.
Mm-hmm.
Goats and buffaloes and cows graze on grass, right? Keep
Mm-hmm.
chewing. If you're hungry, chew a lot of vegetables and eat a lot of vegetables and chew them for a little longer time. You will see lots of benefits because of that. A couple of benefits from grazing is, see, your hunger is satiated, and when you are chewing, you're releasing lots of vitamins, and you're ingesting a lot of fiber, which is going to help you to eliminate so many toxins in your body. And that person has seen results within a month.
Well, yeah, food is definitely medicine. I can speak for that, personally. I went several years back on a kind of a juice deal, juice cleanse, and it was all vegetables and fruit. And I can tell you it was probably the best I ever felt in my entire life, kind of going through it and, having all the vitamins and minerals and the chlorophylls and all that kind of stuff in there. So yeah, that is phenomenal advice there as far as the grazing deal. I probably should add more veggies in the diet.
May I quickly hear something? I don't know if choose is something when you said you meant removing the pulp or adding the pulp along with its liquid material.
So it was cold pressed. So there was still some pulp in it.
Okay.
Not all of it was removed, but for the most part, it was, I would say, 80-20. So 80-20 juiced, 80 juice, 20 pulp. But the majority of the pulp and the skins and the rinds and all that kind of stuff were not consumed, but it wasn't filtered either after the fact. It was just whatever came out, that's what you drank. So there was some fiber and things like that in there. But for the majority of the
Say,
part,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would say for the majority of the part, it was just all the minerals and all that kind of stuff that came out of the juice.
I would recommend smoothie instead of juice, 80-20. I would say blend it and make it like a smoothie and drink if it is something that you like to ingest, eat. Otherwise, just munch on those would be a great, it will give you more benefits, 100% benefits when it comes to the diet plan.
Gotcha. All right, we'll do. So let's bring this back a little bit to your Temple Yoga Club. You've been running that club for some time now. How is it supporting its members in building that focus skill out?
As of now, I'm doing it one-to-one, Brandon, one-to-one live sessions like this on Zoom because there is a lot of interaction needed First of all, I needed to know what the client is doing and read their facial structures or the symptoms, and then incorporate initially about their body type, mind type, their physical symptoms, what's going on. And then I incorporate the yoga principles, which are going to work via their mind on their body. So as of now, I'm doing only online live sessions one-to-one. Going forward, I have set up a system which recently started, where I'll be doing everything online. It is online courses where the student hops in on a website and takes those recorded or listens to those recorded courses. So it has been live online so far, but it will be recorded online sessions going forward.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Having that knowledge on there, kind of evergreen is definitely a way to leverage your knowledge and help more people become better and more focused, right? Awesome. Awesome. So for those that, maybe struggling to stay consistent, what are some things that you recommend they do to improve the consistency in staying focused?
In a way, we addressed that earlier, but let me connect it to the actual principle in yoga. What I mean by that is that a self-doubt creeps in. It is the mind, right? The mind is always evaluating. See, if one who is listening right now to our talk quickly can figure out, is this the information that I already know, or is this something new? Right? And that's the reason why we say that nowadays it is a short span attention. Right? Attention is so short nowadays. Hey, it's because people can quickly figure out whether they know what this person is about to say. They don't have to listen to a person one entire minute. They listen to that person just 30 seconds and then there they go quickly swipe. Right? So coming to what can we do in this case is quickly evaluate yourself so that you can see how you are doing, and that is exactly will help you keep your perseverance, keep your consistent. See, we are all looking for our own results as well. Our results are great when we are in a business because you're interacting with people. People might know you directly, or maybe they are taking only the products that you're selling. It could be either or, right? So you will be able to stay consistent when you are seeing your results. And your results would be great when you are adding value. And if you're adding value or not, or you want to add more value, I think that comes from how you're evaluating and how you're deciding. So in a way, they are connected. I'm taking you 3 steps back. To be consistent, you need good results. And in order to get good results, our customers must know that this product is good. Her service is good. His service is something that I badly need. And that can be good only when we see that our results are. So step 1, 2, 3. 3 is dependent on 1 again. You're getting good results, then you're able to perform better, and that perseverance, that consistency, you're able to continue giving great performance or produce great product or give great service when you know that you're getting good results. When the results are low, then we are doubting ourselves. That is what I'm connecting it to the previous point. So in order to stay consistent, know that I don't think there is something like consistency throughout, is what I'm trying to say. And the principle here is knowing ourselves, swadhyaya. Swadhyaya, this is called swadhyaya. And another principle is brahmacharya. Again, brahmacharya, exercising self-control. Being aware that I'm looking at my results to stay consistent, and doubting self is a natural thing. It's going to come up. I will not let it win over me. This kind of self-realization or knowing self or exercising self-control is so very important, Brandon. And these are given in yoga philosophy. And that is where I learned. And that has helped me immensely to go forward in my life.
Well, that's absolutely phenomenal, and definitely great advice there to just keep pushing through and staying consistent. I always think of it as one of those old philosophical principles. A drop of water against a rock, over time that rock will break away and crack, even though it's just a drop. So as long as it's consistent, right, it will do what you want it to do. So with yoga, nobody really considers yoga a technical thing, as technical meaning digital in a sense. Are there any trends or technologies that are coming out that's going to be exciting for, enhancing focus and making it easier to, practice yoga and become better in oneself?
I think I should self-promote.
If you have the technology, absolutely.
I'm making this entire method of knowing self, exercising self-control, and using focus techniques all into short modules which you could use and practice through an online system. I will share the link below. yoga.naliniom.com is the site. I will post all these online modules there very soon, which is not yet ready. I'm getting it ready, as I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all on this technical tool, which is available, which is nothing but a website. And very soon, as I said, we need to track our own progress. It's a human psychology. When we see our own growth, we see that we are doing it consistently, then we feel encouraged and we want to do more consistently. And those tracking tools is something that I'm planning to implement. And these are all available out there on many websites, which you can do. If you cannot create an app, if you think it's very expensive, please contact me. I will share that link with you. It is a website through which you can create your modules, not Teachable or not Udemy, but you can also provide courses, and it will also help you create an app. Yes, it costs a little bit. It's not very expensive. I cannot afford creating an app myself, creating a software programmer to create an app for me, for my business as of now. It's not that I'm charging so much that I can afford creating an app. So there are tools. And if you're planning something like this and you have online courses and you want to reach more people and also would like to have a tracking tool in place, then I can give you that address, or that I can give you this website where you can take the membership or subscription, not membership, but subscription. And you can create your own online courses as well as create apps and give webinars and sessions and all those.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely link those in the description and comments below. No problem there. Appreciate you sharing that. So moving from the tech side to the, the personal side, and we did kind of touch a little bit on diet initially there, but how does sleep and physical activity, those three things, diet, sleep, and physical activity, influence, the ability to maintain the focus and become better with what we do?
Let me rephrase what you were asking. How do diet, sleep, and focus affect our focus? Is that
No,
no?
physical activity. So
Well,
exercise.
how does physical activity, focus, and
Now, how does diet, sleep, and physical activity influence our ability to maintain focus?
okay? How do diet, sleep, and physical activity maintain our focus? Help in maintaining our focus. So the very reason why I started following a yoga method in first place is because yoga says this, Brandon, that, hey, take care of your diet. Take care of your diet, which is in your control, then everything will fall in place. Your sleep, your focus, and your growth. Everything will fall in place. Now, how would I know, or why should I believe this? Again, I'm going to post a quiz which is freely available on Google. You take that quiz so that you know what is your body type, What should you eat so that you can improve your sleep and your potential, your focus? And as I said, everything will fall in place. So according to Ayurveda, which is herbal science or a way to live, there are three types of people. And these three different types of people, let me say those body type, based on body type: Vata, Pitta, Kapha. There are three body types. Like, for example, Kapha body type, if let's say you are third body type, and if I asked you to keep on drinking water, you wouldn't like, because your body retains water, right? So you fix what you should be eating, and everything will fall in place, is what I'm trying to say. And how to find out what should you eat, how what's your ideal diet should be, that can be determined by using one simple quiz which is freely available on Google.
Okay, I'll definitely get that link to everybody and put it in the comments of the video. So be on the lookout for that. Appreciate you sharing it. So you've been doing this a long time. Where do you see the future of temple yoga going, and continuing to promote focus and well-being?
I needed a moment to absorb what I'm about to say. My vision is to spread this mission of mind yoga to global audience, Brandon. I want to reach the entire world. There is a prophecy in many religions. I'm sorry, I have to say this. I had to take the word religion. I did not ask you for your permission, but it is so true. It is, if people follow religions or have learned from religions, religious scriptures, there's a prophecy that there's going to be a doomsday and the quality of life is going down and nobody agrees with anyone. This is that kind of time. People are quarreling with each other, arguing with each other. And many people are saying that what I know is right. So that is how the quality of thinking is falling. It's coming down. And yoga elevates. Yoga elevates this and brings harmony. And this is happening globally. And yoga knowledge is so wonderful. If one is in peace with self, know that, hey, this life, that whatever I got is such a gift. Whatever I'm experiencing now is an add-on. And we are here. The purpose of a human life is to help each other out. Then this world would be a great place. It would be a great place. And I'm hoping that giving this yoga philosophy, concepts of yoga, by tweaking them and making them more scientific and practical, it has to become a global phenomena. And I hope to see this Temple Yoga Club mission going everywhere, to every corner of the world.
Wishing you the best with that. It seems like a phenomenal mission to go on. I'm not a practiced yoga person or yogi, and definitely going to look more into at least the principles of it. I have done, I guess, physical moves of yoga, and I can say the physical side of it is very intense. You will sweat a lot, even though you are barely moving, which is phenomenal. And it's crazy. I definitely need to get back into it. So if there is one habit that you could recommend to listeners right now to adopt to improve their focus immediately, what would it be?
I was sharing this with one of my yoga participants last week, and I would like to bring it back. There is one quality the listener audience who stayed until now would like to take from this talk. One very important characteristic is treat your family members or people who are around you, whoever you interact with, need not be a family member, anyone, a stranger, whoever you interact with more kindness and receive them. Maybe you haven't spoken even a single word with them, Did not say even single word to them. Giving a big, nice, receptive smile would be enough. And if it is a family member, then treat them special. They might feel a little awkward that you never did this earlier, like maybe giving a bouquet of roses or bouquet of flowers or giving them what they like to eat. But then if you can start doing it, treat people special. Treat people special. It's a wonderful feeling. Everybody would like it, and you yourself would like it in first place.
Some great advice. I appreciate you sharing that. So as we're coming to the end here, Nalini, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. You've given so many good insights on when it comes to, becoming more focused in yourself and, potentially your business, and your mission is absolutely fabulous. And I wish you the best success with it. Where can the listeners now go find you to stay connected and learn more about your teaching?
Two places where I'm more active on is my Instagram and Facebook. You can Google Nalini Om and you'll find the links. That is the easiest way to find me. And otherwise, I will post the link. I will share it with Brandon, and I will share the links with direct links with Brandon. And would you be able to post, Brandon?
Yep, I will put those in the comments below and re-edit the descriptions for these videos, and they will be there. So definitely reach out to Miss Nalini if you are having any difficulties staying focused in your life, business, or otherwise. She is an absolute angel for what she's doing in her mission. Nalini, thank you so much for coming on the Business Growth Accelerator. It has been an absolute pleasure.
It was my pleasure in first place, Brandon. Thanks for having me again, and looking forward to share more with your audience and interact more. Hoping to come back next year to share with whatever I mentioned today that I'll be doing, because this is in a way tracking my progress, and would like to hear audience and you applying any of these ideas which helped you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Definitely will. I'd love to have you on and get an update sometime in 2025. So here's to your success, and here's to everybody's success that has listened to this episode. Everybody take care and have a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy holidays.